Hello, guys. First, when we're doing savings, when we're taking up an investment plan, a savings plan, what we must look at also very importantly is what we call ROI, return on investment. Okay? Return on investment is if I put X amount of money for X period of time, how much am I getting back? Is the interest I'm getting, is it equivalent, or does it make sense to the period of investment I'm doing, or to the amount of money I'm putting in? Let's say you're putting in 10,000 Kenya shillings monthly for the next 10 years. That means you'll have put 1.2 million in 10 years, and you're getting a return of 200,000 on top. Is the return on investment making sense? You have to look at that. If you're going to do a 10-year plan, look at return on investment. If you're putting 1.2 in and you're getting 1.6, 1.7, it makes sense for you. The rate of return on investment makes sense. Apart from the rate of return on investment, we look at rate of return on time. It's very important. Return on time. For a period of 10 years, I'm putting 2,000 into a savings plan, and I end up after 10 years making an interest of 34 or 60,000 shillings. Does it make sense to you wasting 10 years of investment to earn 60,000 shillings as interest? So I always tell my clients when we are doing an investment plan to understand return on investment and return on time. How much time am I wasting or am I putting into an investment, and how much am I getting? Does it make sense for having this whole 10 years of my life saving 2,000 and getting 64 as interest? So it's very important also when we are doing investments plan to look at return on time and return on investment. Most of us don't look at return on time because you are 55 years, you're 10 years to retirement, you're doing an investment plan where you're doing the minimum, complete minimum. Because I've had people where we sit down for a meeting, and instead of asking what the end goal they have in the investment, they ask me, what is the minimum I can put in? Such conversations really make me feel sad, and I feel like someone does not understand return on time and return on investment. Because someone will just do a minimum investment premium because they feel that they don't need the product, or their financial advisor has kept on calling them, nagging them, telling them, hey, you need this, you need this. So this guy just takes the investment plan just to shrug you off, push you away, and say, let's do the minimum. How much is the minimum? 2,000, 3,000. Okay, let's do the forms, sign the forms. But this guy is putting in 3,000 for 10, 15 years, and the guy is ending up getting 360 something thousand for 15 years. Does that make sense financially to you as a person? I feel it's unfair to yourself and your future self if you are not looking at return on time when you're investing. It's a very key component out there. So when a client tells me, let's do the minimum premiums, I always ask them, okay, Mr. So-and-so, Mr. Kinyanjui, let's look at it this way. We're going to do a plan for 10 years, and you're going to put in 3,000. This is what we're getting. For these 10 years, if we could have pushed ourselves or done a budgeting plan and seen how much we can save, maybe we would have put in a better sum of money that would have made sense in the 10 years. So we don't end up regretting at the end of the 10 years that I wish I would have done a bigger sum. I wish I would have done a larger amount so that I can get a larger return, because whoever and who you are right now is not the same person you're going to be in the next 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 years. The needs that you have right now are not the needs that you're going to have in the next 10 years. The amount that is you're comfortable with right now is not going to make sense to you in the next 10 years. So when you're doing investment, do not look at it in the here and now. Look at it in the future, 10 years from now, 15 years from now. Is this amount going to make sense? So when you're sitting down with your financial advisor, look at also return on time and return on investment, which are very key components that we need to look at.